The Great Indian Desert is defined by extremes. Intense solar radiation bakes the earth, rainfall is erratic, and shifting sand dunes constantly rewrite the landscape. In the Jodhpur district, we see a vast expanse with almost zero surface water. Biologically, this environment represents an extreme limit for human habitation. Yet archaeologists combing through this arid terrain have uncovered an expansive, continuous record of human life hidden right beneath the sand. The presence of dozens of Paleolithic and Mesolithic campsites across the region reveals a history of recurring habitation, forcing a reassessment of how early humans navigated supposedly uninhabitable zones. Survival in this wasteland centered on a single geographic feature, the Luni River, which rises near Pushkar and flows directly into the desert. The river carves a distinct path through the arid heart of western Rajasthan, acting as a primary corridor through the dunes. It supports a network of seasonal tributaries, the Guya, Bandi, Sukri, and Lilvri, branching outward like a vascular system. The Luni Basin functioned as a localized micro-ecosystem. It provided the essential environmental conditions and predictable seasonal resources required to anchor human life in the desert. During the Lower Paleolithic, over 100,000 years ago, the attraction of the Luni was the geological material exposed beneath the topsoil. The riverbanks feature landforms called regoliths. These are naturally depressed basins covered by thick layers of wind-blown deposits. This layer sits slightly above the modern riverbed, exposing raw bedrock. That rock provided easy access to durable, fine-grained materials like quartzite, quartz, chert, and jasper. This image displays an array of Acheulean tools found in the region. Using those specific riverbed stones, early humans manufactured a wide variety of chipped stone handaxes and cleavers. Archaeological evidence confirms large-scale production at dedicated factory sites, specifically at Pichek on the Luni and Dinari on the Lilvri tributary. These hubs prove that Paleolithic groups utilized the Luni Basin as a strategic industrial center for manufacturing the tools essential for their survival. Moving into the Middle and Upper Paleolithic periods, the tools become smaller and more refined. The environment itself also began to change. Moisture and vegetation from the Luni River system slowly anchored the shifting sands, eventually converting active dunes into geomorphologically stable landforms. These elevated, stable dunes provided safe, dry ground, protecting human groups from flooding while keeping them in close proximity to seasonal water sources. This microclimate supported a range of flora and fauna, including ostriches. Their eggshells have been identified at over 40 different archaeological sites throughout the region. The Luni River effectively created a fortified, fertile habitat. It allowed nomadic communities to establish reliable, recurring bases year after year. In the early historic, or Rang Mahal period, the region's geographic stability led to a transition from temporary camps to permanent mud and stone architecture. Over millennia, seasonal floods washed rich sediments down from the highlands, depositing them into the depressed basins of the river valleys. That soil retained moisture, facilitating the shift from hunting and gathering toward agricultural practices. By the Gupta era, the environment supported high concentrations of settlements, particularly around the Phalodi region, indicating complex, long-term colonization. The Luni River provided the environmental bridge that allowed humanity to transition from the Stone Age to settled civilization within a desert landscape. Human life flourished in the Thar because our ancestors successfully identified and exploited highly specific ecological niches. What appears to be a barren, empty space today is actually a dense archive of human history. Early humans were master surveyors of these microenvironments, utilizing every rock outcrop, every stable dune, and seasonal stream to maintain their presence. With over 97 archaeological sites identified in this district alone, we can finally see the true scale of ancient life that was sustained by this single desert river system.